Hello everyone, welcome to another Saturday night, Sunday night, I don't know. Welcome to another stream, guys. Bear with me while I just get a couple of last little bits sorted out. Good start, eh? So, welcome to an Apps Gaming stream. My name's Peter, thank you very much for joining. And today we are having our first look at Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, I've not really had a chance to play this yet, mainly because issues and reasons. Obviously there was issues to begin with. Took the best part of 8 hours for me to even get close to getting into the game. So that was a bust. Anyway, guys, all I've managed to do so far is go in, change a couple of settings, get into the game, create my person, and we arrive here at the main menu. Now, before we start, obviously there has been a lot of problems with the release of this sim. One, as a lot of you know, I bought the collector's edition on the EU store, so I've not received it yet. So I'm currently playing this on an Aviators Edition Xbox Game Pass as promised by Microsoft. Two, the American ones didn't arrive on time, hadn't even left on time. Didn't leave until we got into the sim. And didn't even leave the warehouse until at least release date. That's pretty poor. Two, release date, complete and utter bust. And I'm kind of got in the next day, but didn't have time to have a look and all of that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So, we've got Marketplace. That is not out yet. Coming soon. We have Challenge League, Free Flight, Career, Activities, and World Photographer. We have messaging, social, notifications, all of that. Yeah. Set it. Menus are all a bit weird. I'm not a fan of the menus. I think they didn't need to mess with the menus. So, for instance, we go into here. We've got our departure. So, say we want to go from Stansted, yeah. There's Stansted. Here we are. Lovely. Now we want to go change a plane. Yeah. Let's say we want to go with a 747. Right. Now, in order to change the livery, we now have to go into a menu by pressing F, which then has this loading, and we then need to go right. Oh, right. We've got right. So, my issue with this is that we have to go into another menu just to get a livery, right? Actually, it might even be more than that, because if we go here, livery, fuel and payload and all that is in here as well. Yeah. While we're here, let's have a look, see what we've got. So we've got the hot air balloon, the DHC-4 Caribou, ATR 42 and 72 from previous sim, L39 Albatross, Aero Elvira Optica, Aero Velodici, Aero Vedocioli, 145 and the 45, Air Tractor 88. A310-300, A320, A321, A330-300, A340, A400M, Airbus Beluga, H125, H225, Airship Industries, Skyship 600, AN225, AN2, a couple of variants of that. Archer Midnight is the octocopter thing, I believe. Pit Special S1S and S2S, Beechcraft Bonanza V-Tail, Beechcraft D17, D18. I do like the look of a D18. King Air, Bell 47 J2, Bell 407 Classic, Boeing 307 Stratoliner, Boeing 707, the 737 MAX, 747 787, the 747-400 water tanker, 747-400 Dreamlifter, CH-47D Chinook, FA-18, CGS Hawk Arrow, Cessna 172, Cessna C208B Grand Caravan, 404 Titan, what we got, Cessna 188, Crop Sprayer, Cessna 195, that's a cool looking plane, Cessna T207, looks like a C208 but different, Cessna 400, Cessna 408 Sky Courier. I don't know if that's is that a new aircraft, or is that because they're doing a new version of something like that, aren't they? Cirrus SR22, that'd be cool. Cirrus Vision Jet, Cub Crafters X Carber Servo Studio, NX Cubers there as well. It's a tail drag, or you got a nose wheel or tail wheel version. Curtis C46 if you want to go full ice pilots and Buffalo Airways. Curtis JN4 Jenny, DG Aviation DG1001E Neo, DG Aviation LS818, Dornier DOJ Cabina, the Here TBM 930, de Havilland DHC6 300, Diamond DA40, DA62 and DV20, Dornier DOX, Dornier DO31, that's a cool aircraft. Dornier Sea-Wing Sea-Star from AT Simulations. Douglas C-47, ERJ 190 and 195, which these are aircraft I must have already bought through Marketplace. Douglas DC-3, Ericsson Incorporated S-64F Skycrane, Extra 330 LT, Fairchild A-10 Warthog, Thunderbolt 2 in this case, Fly-Doh Motorized Hot Air Balloon, Flight Design CTSL from Asobo Studio, Fokker Wolf FW 200 Condor, Fokker F7A, F7B, 3 motors, Ford Tri-Motor, Granville Brothers Model R2 and Model Z. They're cool little Aero B type looking things. Grumman Goose, Grumman HU16 Albatross, Gwimble Cadbury G2, Aerospace ES30. I believe that is an aero electric aircraft. Potentially, I might be wrong about that, but it certainly looks like it could be. Hughes Aircraft Hercules H4 from the previous sim. We've got Icon A5 is back. Did we have that in the old sim? I don't remember. Wow, it has ES30. That's cool. Yes, Finley, it does. JMB, good to see you, by the way. Been a while. JMB VL3, Junkers JU52, Junkers F13, Jetson 1. That's another massive aircraft. The Laticure late 631. Got the Joby S4, Magni Gyro M24 gyrocopter, cool. C-17 Globemaster, P-51 Mustang, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries MU-2, North American T-6 Texan, also known as a Canuck in Canada, I believe. Patty Aviation Draco X, that's a YouTuber's plane. Pilatus PC-12, PC-24, Pilatus PC-6, Pipistrel Taurus M, and Liverys SW-121. That looks like another electric aircraft. Actually, that looks a lot like the one that's being developed near here, actually. I forget the guy's name, but he's based at Old Buckingham. Red Bull Airways Edge 540, Red Bull Airways MXSR. We've got about Robin Cap. So what's been brought over are the ones that I purchased in Marketplace in Flight Sim 2020 and the Aviator Edition aircraft. That's what I've got at the minute. No, I think the PMDG and the Fenix and all of those are still to be installed, and what I got to work out how to do, how to make them work in the sim. Robin D400, Robin Cap 10, Ryan NYP Spirit of St. Louis, St. Louis, Saab 340, Saab B17A, Savoia Marchetti S55, S55X, that looks like a different version. Short SCE7. Hold on. I don't know which. Hold on. Let me do something and I can have a look. Because I have the list here. I believe the Saab 340 is part of the Premium Deluxe. There we go. Short SC7, Stemus S12, Textron Aviation Beechcraft Baron G58, Beechcraft. Oh, we got both Bonanzas. So you got Bonanza VTOL and a standard one. King Air 350, Citation CJ4, Cessna 152 Aerobat, Citation Longitude, Unspecified Focus 7. We've got an issue. Versus Viking Air CL415 Water Bomber, Velociraptor, Waco Glider, Viking Air Limited de Havilland, something or other. Yeah, Waco Glider, Wright Flyer, Westland Scout, Zin Aviation Norden, Zin Aviation Shock Ultra. That's a cool looking propeller. So yeah, that's all of the aircraft. We've got loads in the Aviator Edition. Obviously 30 extra aircraft on top of the Premium Deluxe. So we've got quite a few. So looking forward to trying some of these. But yeah, that's our list that I got with the Aviator Edition. So let's come out of this. Let's have a look at. Oh god. So that was free flight. So free flight, we know that's how we do most of our flights normally. Challenge League, we can have a look at Challenge League. Ooh, low altitude in the Pyrenees. Let's give it a try, shall we? Let's our first flight be a challenge in the F-18. back on this is not. Didn't do well there, did we? Not doing very well at the low altitude stuff, sorry. Got a river here, let's follow that. Oh, no, that's not a river. Yes, it kind of is. Yeah, that's not me. I'm not working out here. I think that's to simulate the high Gs, right? $700 knots currently. Some electricity pylons there. Pretty sure if I had carried on, I'd have died. Nice. Well, that's a challenge. Nice. So we've got activities here. Let's have a look at that. We've got flight training, rally races, low altitude, landing challenges, Red Bull Air races locked at the minute, National Championship Air races. Why are they locked? Coming soon. Reno Air races, or whatever you want to call them. Discovery flights and custom content. So there we go. Got career, we've got world photographer. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Nice. So I think you can go around taking photos of stuff. Do that one day. Airports of the Pacific. That could be cool. That's the Rock of Gibraltar, isn't it? No. Oil rigs of the Seven Seas. What are you planning tonight? Well, I'm just having a look first. But I think we might go into the career mode. Protectors of skies as well, notable rocks. Space, the skies and beyond. Yeah, this could be cool. Right, let's have a look at career mode, shall we? Looks good, doesn't it? Be fun to do like an A400 to Antarctica, right? Rise of a pilot. Choose any location in the world to see where you want to start your career. Now, we need to really look at home, don't we? Let's see where we can start. Hardwick, at Aldborough, Seething, that's close to here. Old Buckingham. So, for those that you know, I live here, in this town here. I actually only work over here. Down here, yeah. So, this is where I live, right? So, we got Hardwick, which I think is not really can't do the Honington. I didn't realise Honington was that close. We're literally there. Norwich is a local one, but here's actually most local is Old Buckingham. See, if that's where I live, Norwich is here, Coltershall there, Seething, you've got Beccles there, which is right near where I grew up. I grew up over here, right? So, Beccles, Hardwick, Old Buck, Lakenheath and Mildenhall. Where's Duxford's there? Mildenhall's down here. Exning, Lakenheath, you've got Cambridge here. Rattleston, Wattersham, Crowfield, Elmsett, Swanton Morley, Shipton, Great Massingham, Little Snoring. There is a company there. So I believe Little Snoring, that you vote Beccles. So you want to go to Ella Airfield. Okay, we can do that. There's an aircraft. It's called the Shark, I believe. And the agent for that. Hold on. But yeah, I think it's called Shark. Yeah, it is alright, and I actually have a really good cafe. I've eaten there. Yeah, look up Finley. You'd be interested in this aircraft because you can actually fly it on a microlight license, I believe. You only need 35 hours, I believe. Or something like that. It's called the Shark. Yeah, it's classed as a microlight, but it's a cool looking little plane. It's one in front of the other tandem aircraft. But yeah, they're based at Little Snoring. I think you'd find that interesting. Right, let's go Ella then. So they call it Beccles. It's not technically Beccles, it's Ella. They do... So they used to do helicopter ops there to the they used to do helicopter ops to the oil rigs, okay, but they do. It's a UK parachuting centre at the moment with a GA aircraft facility, which is here. Interesting thing about it, runway is partially grass and partially tarmac, as you can see from here. The other thing is there's a really nice little cafe in here, and it's made up of like a teepee and a couple of caravans and a bus. I think you can sit in the bus and eat your food, but they do breakfasts and like proper cafe food. Yeah, but Yeah, the agent for that aircraft, Finley, is at Little Snoring. Right, let's go here then. Also, the other thing about Old Buckingham is there is a guy developing electric aircraft there as well. Yeah, and actually they have on-site accommodation as well in the form of static caravans at Ella, or at Beccles. And they're really cool. They've done them all out. I think there was like a PA-28 in the garden of one of them or something like that. Hello there. You must be Apapsis Game, right? Yeah, that's me. Welcome. Oh.
I'm Scott, the owner of this aero club.
It doesn't look like the owner of this aero club. And actually, I have a business card from this aero club. I think it might be on the fridge. Because actually, this is one of the places, Finley, that do you remember when I said I looked into learning to fly? This is one of the places I inquired.
Here at the club, we provide all the training lessons you need to get started and earn your private pilot license.
Nice.
But before any of that, let's head outside and take a flight to get familiar with our aircraft and the local surroundings.
Okay. Yeah, there's the flying reporter guy. He's stayed here as well.
Welcome to the apron. This is where all our flying adventures begin. Why don't you walk around a bit while I finish the pre-flight preparations?
I haven't gone any further, if I'm honest. I decided that I can't currently afford it. Or if I could, I can't afford anything else. At the minute, I'm also potentially looking at a house as well, so.
It's one sweet ride. I'm ready if you are, so hop in and buckle up. Let the good times roll.
Okay, so quite stuttery right now. Let's go Shift C and we're in.
Welcome aboard. While you settle in, let's go over our flight plan. After taking off, we will climb to 1,600
No, I
feet
left
above sea
Lotus.
level, and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view. Ready? Why don't you start the engine for us?
I'm going to Control E for them.
Perfect.
So yeah, that was another reason as well, because I've changed job. It's a bit closer to home, but yeah.
Okay, let me taxi to the runway. Alright, now comes the fun part. After releasing the brakes and applying full power, we will speed up and take off once we reach 60 knots airspeed. We will be climbing at 75 knots, which is the recommended climbing speed for the Cessna Skyhawk. While climbing, we will follow a left-hand traffic pattern and make 2 turns. Don't worry if it sounds overwhelming, I am here to help. Release the parking brakes, otherwise we're not going anywhere.
Changed.
Ready for takeoff? Apply full power to get us moving. You handle the yoke, and I'll take care of the pedals, steering the aircraft on the runway during takeoff. We have reached 55 knots. Pull the yoke a little bit to lift off.
Ooh, that was speedy.
Perfect climbing attitude and speed. I see you know what you're doing. We are approaching our first
not with
turn.
that takeoff.
As you'll see, the Cessna 172 requires very little yoke movement to turn. You can start turning left. We are 300 feet above the ground. I will retract the flaps. You keep climbing.
This might actually be good for me because
Keep climbing
might
and
help me
prepare for the
to
next
be
turn.
better at hand flying.
Okay, turn left again. We are almost there. Remember, we need to climb to 1,600
Yeah, this is on Joystick.
feet. It will keep
I'm
us
using Joystick
500
now.
feet above the traffic pattern. I love the weather today. The clouds are beautiful, aren't they?
They're not bad. But yeah, I left Lotus. I now do wiring for, among other things, Formula One and motorsport, and mainly motorsport for, you know, all that sort of stuff.
Here we are, 1,600 feet above sea
It's
level
much more
and
closer to
500
home,
feet above the traffic pattern.
so I can be home
We
in
have
like
safe
8 minutes.
separation with the other airplanes. Look around, see our airport? Let's fly over it. Excellent. I know that you're busy navigating and controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view. Well done. I believe you have a talent for piloting. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Let's head back to the ground now.
Okay, mission. Yeah, more time to fly. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, I mean it's going to get busy at this time of year, but hopefully one means I'll be less busy in the summer.
You seemed comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your PPL in no time. There's a laptop in the office that shows all the certification information you'll need for your PPL exam. Take a look.
Let's go have a look, shall we?
Here you can see all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career. All the training lessons you'll need to pass the PPL exam are available here. Make sure you're comfortable with these before taking the exam.
Allows you to fly a single airplane. Let's just see. Time to pass your PPL license. It's your ticket into the world of aviation. For this practical test, you will need to complete a standard traffic pattern. Follow the flight plan, apply what you've learned in your trainings, fly safely, and you'll get your license. Okay, let's give us a go. I really want to see how good that Saab 340 is if we have the time. Tonight, but only once you get your CPL. Okay.
It's time. Your first ever check ride. Start by removing the covers and chocks, then join me inside.
Joystick button 2. Some on buttons that don't work. Whoa, why are you still turn? Weird, it won't let me do that. I need to see what joystick button 2 is. Weird, it's being a bit weird at the minute. There we go. And then Shift and C.
Your goal is to complete a left-hand traffic pattern, respecting flight path and all required speeds. Rely on what you have learned in your trainings, and you'll be fine. Now, show me the best traffic pattern that you've got.
Echo Golf, Sierra Mike Traffic Cessna Golf. Whiskey Bravo Foxtrot Mike is taxiing to runway 27.
Well, the grounds definitely look better, doesn't it? So I'm just letting it roll along. How are you getting on with your flight training, Finley? By the way, I forgot to ask. Need to change our flap settings. Oh, what have you Nice. That sounds like you're doing well. I think it's that. No, it's not. I did it wrong. F6 and F7 is then retract flaps is that should be F8. And then that will be F5.
Echo Golf, Sierra Mike traffic Cessna Golf. Whiskey Bravo Foxtrot Mike taking off runway 27 left closed traffic.
Kind of. Sun looks cool, doesn't it? That looks so much better. Let's look at that. This is not right. Like, it's generated obviously, but it's such a out there airport. I'd be surprised if I did get it, to be honest. Okay. Like the fact that the trees are missing leaves at this point is cool. Right, let's take off, shall we? Okay, here we go. Airspeed's alive. I actually learned to drive just near here as well, actually. And we may very well fly straight over where I look. And actually, so interesting fact at back. Interesting info about this runway is it's actually part of an old bomber base, right? And the rest of the runway is where I learned to drive. And it's also where it used to host a market, and there's a kart track there now. And man, if only getting your PPL was as easy as just doing a downwind lap. I'm pretty sure that's not the right terminology, but yeah, I thought so. I didn't have it in my brain at the time, though. But yeah, circuit. That's it. If only it was as easy as completing a circuit, eh?
Echo Golf, Sierra Mike, traffic Cessna Golf. Whiskey Bravo Foxtrot Mike is on final runway 27 to land.
Yeah, so I learned to drive just over here. Ooh. That was a bit jerky. Not used to be smaller aircraft, you know. That tree's a bit tall for there. Oh, at least someone thinks so. Frame rate's not best, is it? But some of you can see this river here. I actually live right next to this river, but much further up towards the start of it. Like 10-minute walk, I can cross that river.
Echo Golf, Sierra Mike, traffic Cessna Golf. Whiskey Bravo Foxtrot Mike is taxiing to
It does, doesn't it? It looks better. There's still a lot to improve. Don't get me wrong. But the sun looks nice. Oh, sorry.
Congratulations. You're on your way to become one hell of a pilot.
Nice. Nice. Thus, job 1 complete, I suppose. Congratulations, certificate PPL, airplane passed. Allows you to fly a single engine airplane in good weather conditions and perform takeoffs and landings from land. Private pilots cannot fly aircraft for commercial purposes. We have unlocked the availability of the Cessna 172, the flight designed CTSL, the Pipistrel, Liverys SW121, the Bombardier 400-100 Cadet, and the Cessna 152, and the J&B aircraft VL3.
Congratulations on passing your PPL exam. Hopefully that's the first of many steps on your career path. Your PPL allows you to fly recreationally and begin to build up your flight hours. First flight missions are a great way to increase your experience. Let's go back to headquarters and review the specializations board to learn more. As you can see, the career journey of a pilot can take many different paths. As I said earlier, your PPL is the first step, allowing you to fly recreationally and perform first flight missions, taking people on tours around the local area.
Okay. There's a couple of endorsements to get in order to fly some of these, which is fair. Okay, should we see if we can do our first mission?
On this map, you can see all the missions currently available to you. There's one mission currently available. Select it now.
David Small is ready to take to the skies for an adventure above his hometown. I must know David, he's from my same town. He can't wait to see the views of Lowestoft. That is where I grew up. EGSM to EGSM. So the funny thing is, he can't wait to see Lowestoft, but he doesn't actually fly to Lowestoft. So let's just see. This is North Lowestoft here, yeah? South Lowestoft, yeah? This is as far as... So this is the area where I grew up, yeah? Actually here. Here is Lowestoft. This is South Lowestoft. This is North Lowestoft. So in effect, he goes to Kessingland, which is not technically Lowestoft. It's where I had my first job, but it's not Lowestoft. This is the River Waveney. This is the river that actually passes by my house. If you follow it long enough. Alton Broad, this is where I used to go kayaking and stuff like that. Nearly drowned in there, actually, kind of. Didn't really, but the kayak capsized. But yeah, they do powerboat racing and that there as well. Cool, shall we try it? Contract. Client Lucy Ashworth, flight coordinator, operator Beckles Flying Club, offer high quality sightseeing flight to your passenger. Nice stroll over Lowestoft with David. I could probably give him a better tour than this is looking like it's going to be, because we're only actually going to end up in Kessingland. So, you know, not technically Lowestoft, as I said. Don't know what's going on with his hair either. Okay. So I've worked out, I think we need to be... Hold on. Anyway, right, let's carry on, shall we? Shift C. Okay.
Lucy, initiate boarding. Well noted.
Hey, David. I think I know him. He looks familiar.
This is the moment to make some smiles happen. On board, you're taking one of our friends, David, and his girlfriend for a nice scenic ride over the region. Seatbelt fastened? Then you're all set. Engine started? Let's go.
Echo Golf Sierra Mike Traffic Cessna Golf. Kilo Whiskey Kilo Tango is taxiing to runway 09er.
Nice to meet you, Captain. I'm David. Never had the chance to fly over Lowestoft before, and I'm thrilled. So I'm counting on you to show me lots of cool stuff around my place.
Hey, I'm Jane, David's fiancée. Pleasure to meet you.
Seems legit. Yeah, I know. I think it's just in these. Eventually that sim will be compatible and we can on flaps 10 or 20 for this Finley. You've probably flown one of these or similar. Heavy go 20, okay.
Echo Golf Sierra Mike Traffic Cessna Golf. Kilo Whiskey Kilo Tango.
Taking off from the other direction this time.
09er, departing straight out.
Our PAPL was done in the PA28. Oh, nice. Live a DA42 now. Nice. I can't imagine there's too many of those in the UK. That's free. Oh, do you like my new headphones, by the way? You wouldn't have seen these. They look kind of like a bit. They're supposed to be a bit like proper aviation ones, kind of. I know at Ella, which is where we are now, but yeah, the school runs a Cessna 152. Yeah, the Razor Black Sharks, something like that. V2 Pros. Yeah. I also changed the cable on the mic, so I'm hoping that that sounds a bit better as well. Here we go, guys. Nice. Oh, a little bit of frame rate. Speed's alive. There we go. There we go.
This sensation is fantastic.
Is it? Frame rate is not great. Yeah, it was. I wonder if that slowed us down a bit though. We've got a problem. The flaps aren't coming down. Actually. Oh, there we go.
David, how do you feel being up here?
Do you see the streets of Suffolk over here? Awesome.
The streets of Suffolk, eh?
Lucy, it's awesome. Can't believe I'm actually doing this. And it's great to fly with our pilot.
I'll let you take it all in. We'll catch up afterwards.